Hi, this is 1210 of 24, and this is another episode of Crypto Experiences by Saint Jerome. Ta-da! New little slide I made. I guess that's Litecoin. That's not bad. Bitcoin, and it looks like XRP, and everything's pretty good, except I don't know what it's saying under Saint Jerome. But anyway, today I'm going to list my top 10 coins of 2025. This is not financial advice, as I say many a times, but it's just my opinion. I think they're interesting coins, and I think they may have a lot of upside. But there's no guarantee in cryptos and finances, so remember that. I'll just tell you my reasoning for and maybe who kind of led me down the correct path. So I'm going to start like David Letterman used to do and go start from number 10 and count down to number one, kind of like a blast off. So get ready for the top 10 coins by St. Jerome of 2025. Can you believe it's almost that time? My number 10 coin is actually four coins. They are all ISO coins, ISO 222. The BRICS system has about 60% of the world's GDP if they get their act together, and about that same on population too. So they are going to go to a new system and they're going to use the ISO 222 compliant tokens. Now, some of them are saved for the end. On this little picture here, they don't, no one of them is missing that I had. So I'll just describe it. So we have Cardano, which is to the right side of us there, the blue circle, all by the symbol ADA. It's blockchain platform focused on security, scalability, and sustainability through research-driven approach. The one that is missing, let me take a look. Oh, there it is on the bottom. Oh, they're all there. Whoa, I didn't see that. My big fat head was blocking it. Okay, so the symbol on the bottom, that is Quant, symbol of QNT, facilitates interoperability between multiple blockchains and enterprise software solutions. That's going to come in very handy when you're linking all these different tokens together in different use cases. Okay, then the one that looks kind of like a tent over above Cardano to the right side of the red rectangle is Algo, short for Algorand. It is the blockchain that provides immediate transaction finality, built for scalability and security. I'm hearing the same things on all these. And the last one of number 10 is IOTA. That is to the left of my head, right next to Stellar Lumens. That's not yet. And it is IOTA. I think that's the Internet of Things, facilitating a ledger built for the Internet of Things, facilitating secure sales and trading data streams. So I think ISO 222 is so important in the coming year that I list them as the extras as one coin and number 10. Now for my number nine. My number nine coin that I think is going to have a good upside 2025 is XDC. It is another ISO 222 token, but I think it kind of stands above the rest. It's caught my attention. I think it's got a lot of upside. So the XDC network, a hybrid blockchain optimized for international trade and finance. So part of the whole conglomerate. That's the fifth ISO 222 tokens. Well, St. Jerome, I'm getting tired of these tokens. Let's see something else. I've got a different one. My eighth place token, I believe, has a lot of upside. You get to stake it and make even more. Is a part of the trinity of the Theta system. Is Theta Fuel. Theta Fuel is a cryptocurrency that serves as the operational token of the Theta decentralized network. The network was formed with a mission to make enhancements to the video streaming sector by leveraging blockchain technology. Theta Fuel is referred to as the gas of the Theta network. The other network coin, Theta, functions as the primary network governance token for the Theta ecosystem. So Theta is the software that runs the system. Theta Fuel is the gas that makes it work. Kind of similar to Ethereum. You need to have a little Theta Fuel when you send each thing. The transactions in the Theta system are at this point pretty inexpensive. Theta Fuel fell a little bit today. I think it's around 7 cents, but I think it's got a big upside. Theta was, I think it was hovering around, it got up to over $3 again. I think it was hovering around 240-ish or so a day. Not 100% sure on that. So anyway, that is my number 8 coin is Theta. My next coin starts in some of the proof of work now. I like proof of work coins because you have to go through some labor and by machine labor, right? An algorithm in order to put them into existence. So these are really fast. They are Digibyte. Now, Digibyte has been several decimal places to the right, but it's going to the left. You People have made a lot of money on Digibyte. You know, if you move over one decimal point to the left, that's 10 times. You go two to the left, that's 100 times. So, yeah, one of our good friends in the Westwood bunch, he did very, very well many years ago in Digibyte. It's a very popular coin with the Litecoin family, Westwood family. I like it. Not my biggest holding by any shape or size, but I think it's really good. You can get a Digi ID, which is part of the system that's going to be important in the future. So yes, this has a big upside. It's very inexpensive. You can get a whole bunch of digibytes for just a few cents. So Digibyte is my number 7 coin, a fork off of Bitcoin. My number 6 coin is actually, and I'm cheating once again, 3 coins. And this is the reason why. So the two most famous are Litecoin and Dogecoin. And see, they are merging together. So Litecoin is a fork off of Bitcoin. The blocks are 4 times bigger. There's only going to be 21 ever Bitcoins mined, and there's going to be 84 million Litecoin mine. Litecoin's 4 times bigger block, 4 times faster. And it's got a lot of upside. When all the cryptos rallied here recently, Litecoin pretty much doubled its price. So we think it's going back up again. And this is a really good coin for transactions. Bitcoin, to use a real Bitcoin, it takes a long time to verify, and the fees are high. Litecoin, the fees pennies, and it's super fast. So Litecoin is a great coin. Now, when Doge came about, let's read about Litecoin first. Litecoin is a decentralized peer-to-peer cryptocurrency, an open source software project released under the MIT X11 license inspired by Bitcoin. Litecoin was among the earliest altcoins starting in October of 2011 in technical details. And it was, I'm going to skip a lot, but it was began by Charlie Lee, and a great guy, great guy. He's going to volunteer quite a bit of his own funds next year to really promoting Litecoin. So, wow. Now, Dogecoin is a cryptocurrency created by software engineers Billy Marcus and Jackson Palmer, who decided to create a payment system as a joke. Making fun of the wild speculation in cryptocurrencies at the time, is considered both the first meme coin and more specifically the first dog coin. The merge mining of Bell's coin proposed by Billy MK2, the developer of Dogecoin, to the Bell's coin community in 2023 became possible with the Core 3.0 update. Bell's coin is now capable of merge mining alongside Litecoin and Dogecoin, bringing numerous script POW miners worldwide. So my third coin as part of a coin is Bell's coin. I was ignorant of this coin. I did not realize it existed until the Litecoin Summit when I found out that we are merge mining at the same time, right? Litecoin, Dogecoin, and Bell's coin. So I was looking today. I think the Bell's coin market cap's around 50 million, maybe a little bit more than 50 million. There's a lot of Dogecoins out there, and now it's more controlled. And Dogecoin is really becoming a serious coin now, and it's a coin easily used for commerce. So wow, I never thought I would see that. So Dogecoin, when Elon Musk pumped it a couple of years ago, it just shot through the roof, went from sub penny to I think about as high as 50, 60 cents or so. Right now, Dogecoin is trading very well. I believe it's in the 40s or near 40s. Well, this photo didn't crop too well, but you can see for the most part the Bell's coin icon. It's a little bag wrapped up. It looks like I don't know too much about it, but that's the Bell's coin that merges with Litecoin and Dogecoin. That's quite a good deal to be able to do all three at once. My number 5 coin is actually a software. It's going to allow the internet to pass through different computers, and it will really keep from that little circle going. When we start running out of computer chips in space, it'll really keep the internet alive. So uh, a lot of upside to this coin. and a lot of validator nodes are involved. I know Samsung is, I believe Google is, and there's other big actors coming in too. You can run an edge node on your computer now and earn Theta Fuel. We've talked about Theta Fuel already. So the Theta is a governance coin, and Theta Fuel is the gas. But Theta is my number five pick. Theta Network is a decentralized video streaming network that's powered by blockchain technology. Theta allows users to watch video content and get rewarded with tokens as they share their internet bandwidth and computing resources on a peer-to-peer basis. And Bix Weir really pushes this. I was listening to his podcast today on 1210 and 24, and he really had some good reasoning for Theta taking off. Now, not financial advice, but yeah, one time Theta flew up to $16 and everybody was holding on when Snippy said sell. And well, Snippy was right on that one. Jay Snips selling could have been the thing. I watched it go up and then I watched it go down. So it fell way down to less than $1, but now it's up. It just went over three. Now it's in the 250-ish range or so. So watch out for Theta. I think it's got a lot of potential coming in the next year. But again, not financial advice. Here's a grandpa of all the tokens. It's my number four coin. My number four coin is Bitcoin by the anonymous Satoshi Nakamoto. I got to pick Bitcoin. Um, I believe it's a little old and a little dodgy, but yet it's becoming part of so many financial systems. Talked about this in previous videos, but DJT was talking about making this the reserve coin in the United States, like a million of them. And Robert F. Kennedy Jr. was talking like 4 million of them. I'm like, dang, there's only 21 million ever going to be mine. El Salvador, my gosh, they've raised that country out of the dirt to a third world country to right up to a first world country. And big thing is Bitcoin. A lot of businesses take it. It's legal tender in that country. Wow. And they are mining Bitcoin with volcano power. What? So a lot of companies see the model and they're going to go to Bitcoin. Uh, a Bitcoin is hovering somewhere around 97,000. It got up to 104,000. Now I want to point out something about the rise. So just a little bitty Bitcoin is worth several $1,000s. Half of Bitcoin is like $50,000. But if you get Bitcoin at say $100,000 and it goes to $200,000, well, that's great. That's 100% raise. But some of these smaller coins, they go from 5 cents to 10 cents. That's the same. That's the same percent. So you can invest smaller fiat dollars in there with the same kind of percentage, or you can do just as much. You'll just have a whole bunch of maybe digibyte or something. So did Bitcoin's good. It's I call it gold. It's like deep storage to me. You can buy it on strike pretty easily. You get what appears like Bitcoin instantly. Now I know that's not really true. So they like Strike lets you get buy into the Bitcoin network kind of almost on face. So if you get small amounts of Bitcoin, you can immediately turn around and buy something with them or send them somewhere. And then they charge you to your bank account a day or two later. So it takes about that long for it to clear. But once you've developed a trust with them, then they let you go ahead and get in and get some of that. So it is a quick way to get a little bit of Bitcoin because for you it's right away. Even though it's probably not real Bitcoin, it's on the Lightning Network. Eventually, you can move it right into real Bitcoin. So I found it handy to pick up a little bit of amount. You can get $5 of Bitcoin, and the fees are very reasonable. I think for $50, they're charging you less than 50 cents. I'm going to say like 35 cents for a transaction, which for a Bitcoin fee isn't too bad. All right, we're already getting to my final three picks. Remember, not financial advice, but a lot of upside. Now, these last three have seen tremendous upside lately, and I think they still got a big, big upside. My number three, and I kind of actually like it for about my number two, but I'm trying to be realistic here though, and be honest about where I think it lies, and that is Stellar Lumens. I did a video a couple videos ago about how that is strangely identical, except it's got one extra bar to the symbol that's in the Phoenix from the 1988 Economist magazine. The Phoenix is that mythical creature that dies and it's reborn, in a fiery heap. And they were talking about a one world currency. So that'd been in about 40 years later. That would have been by what? Can't do any math. That we would already had that, right? So wow, it didn't happen. It's not a one world currency yet, but we're kind of heading that way now. These ISO 222 tokens are called bankers coins, and they really probably are bankers coins. Um, it'd be great to see Litecoin be the coin, or the Bitcoin be the ones, or we just use all these different coins. That'd be really cool. But I think in order to have transactions between countries and for corporations or bigger entities, I think you're going to need these coins. Could they lead to something bad and digital ID that we have to like scan or or something? Yeah, it's quite possible. But for an individual investment, I see big upside with Stellar. Now, I've given a word of warning. Been watching Stellar for a long time. I got a Lobster wallet. It's LOBSTR, and that was a good wallet. But it got kind of taken over by a couple groups that declared themselves maker of tokens of value, and these were fake tokens. You invested your Stellar into it, and they just took it out the back door. Bam, gone. Now, are there some legit tokens that you can get a little piece of a company tokenized? I think so. But after that happened, I said, I'm never going to touch that because I don't know what's going on here for sure. So there's a Stellar group that I would trust, and I don't want to point them out to you. But watch out for that. Now, the symbol of XLM and Stellar is a rocket ship. Boy, it took off 400%, like in the last couple weeks here when all the ISO 222 tokens went nuts. So I like Stellar a lot. XLM Stellar Lumens open source network for currency payments, enabling efficient cross-border transactions. And that's what's important. It's a cross-border transactions. Now, coming on my number two, which is also an ISO 222 token. And now we come to my number two coin. So it is that little symbol. Looks like a ladder in there. It is Hedera Hashgraph, called H bar as a symbol. A distributed ledger that offers high throughput and low latency consistence. What did I say? Consensus is what I meant to say. So I watched crypto viewing for a long time. Then the price to stay on like went 5 times or so. I said, well, I just can't do that anymore. I have other people that I like to listen to for advice, but they were good. And now they changed their name to Future Forecasting Group. Once in a while, they kind of drum up some business. They give out some freebies. And Dick Algar, who's very talented remote viewer, he gave out a freebie about H bar. So I listened and got some H bar, and he was right. Had a lot of upside. So I really think it's got more upside. It is one of those ISO 222 tokens. When I got into it, it had already gone up, but then I got a little bit and it went up a lot more too. So I was like, wow. So that was a good suggestion, the Hedera hash graph. So that is my number two coin. I'm really leaning heavily on suggestion of Dick Algar that it's going to take off, and I think it will. But this is not financial advice, my opinion. That's why it's my number two. Doesn't have to be your number two. And now my number one, the all-time. And what do you think my number one coin for 2025 is going to be? It is XRP. I believe it is going to be about the number one coin token to get into for profit in 2025. This is not financial advice. So you've got different camps of people. I'm in the Litecoin camp, and I like Litecoin emotionally more than any other coin. So I like it. The Litecoin Summit was awesome last year when I met. The Litecoin family is so friendly and close. Our neighbors were the Bitcoin conference, like right across from Litecoin Summit. We were neighbors, and it's so big, and you got to have like so many tokens and be one of those whales to really be part of that community intimately. Whereas in Summit, you could have one Litecoin, you could have a half coin Litecoin Summit, and a little guy like me. Uh, I was able to meet Charlie Lee, take my selfie with him. I never took my picture with Satoshi Nakamoto. He just would not let me. Oh wait, that's not it. No, is that a real person? Oh well. So anyway, yes, it is a banker's coin. Um, I am going with it. I think it's an inevitable. And my kind of goal in the future is not to keep it, but to, trade it off for something that, of value, like maybe like some more Litecoin. So, um, one off ramp for all these, well, a lot of these main tokens is precious metals. Most of the big dealers take crypto nowadays. So that's one way to get off easily. So, not financial advice on that either. So those are my picks. I ran through. So number one, we just saw is XRP. It's a digital payment protocol designed for fast and cost-effective cross-border transactions, and a lot of governments are already using it. It's just not out there in the open. The bankers, the United States Federal Reserve does not want you to know that. H-bar Hedera hash graph is number two. Number three was XLM Stellar. Number four was Bitcoin. Number five was Theta. Number six was a combo, Litecoin, Doge, and Bell's coin. Boy, what a deal that is! I think if you're a miner mining all three of those merge mining, that's the way to go. Uh, Digibyte, fast, fork off of Bitcoin, made some of our friends pretty well off. Uh, then we had, oh, looks like I skipped over Theta. Theta was number five, and that's going to run the internet. Very important coin. All right, did Digibyte already? And then T Fuel, that is the gas of the Theta network. You can stake Theta and Theta Fuel and make more Theta Fuel. They have a third token called T Drop, which is involved in some NFTs, and there's various ways that you staked, and you got some T Drop, especially by staking with NFTs, I believe, in that community. And then they just dropped Levita on our Theta wallet, which was nice. Something to do with health, and it's a token for health off of the Theta network. XDC was my ninth coin. It's a hybrid. I think it's got a lot of upside, probably a little bit behind the top ones. And then I think all the ISO 222 tokens are going to do well. So I really named them all. My bottom number 10 was actually four coins: Cardano, Quant, Algorand, and IOTA. So thanks for watching. Those are my picks. You don't have to have the same picks. You don't have to like the coins. I just think they're ones that 2025 is going to smile upon. We just had a good upturn. Now we're going down a little bit. Is this a correction and then another shoot up? Is it a deep correction? And then we go up eventually again. I was under the impression, listen to different people, we're going to see two big dip downs. I personally don't think this is a big dip down now. I think it's a correction, but I might be wrong. But I did not. I got to learn to lick my ice cream, but I didn't lick any ice cream yet. I just think that these tokens have a lot of upside, and it may be hard. It may be hard to get once you trade them off. If you are a XRP army, which I am not, they're just hodling like crazy. They're not going to get rid of their XRP no matter what, right? The Litecoin folks, yeah, we spend them a little bit more readily than the ISO 222 people do. It's a very used coin amongst each other. Good old Paulie P this summer bought the dress from the cake party with a bunch of Litecoin, about 20 Litecoin. So, well, thanks for watching once again. I'm trying to put out a lot of content here. I like these 10 coins, even though I cheated on some of them with more of them. This was not financial advice. If you look down below, there's different things, different offers I have. I see strikes on there. You can get in the strike and get Bitcoin easy. I've been pushing Caleb and Brown. That's an awesome place to trade crypto. You have to, if you use their portal, you can go as little as $500. And also, if you're going to use your broker, you need 2,000. But the broker is going to answer questions for you if you have questions. I don't go blindly into any of the crypto. I've learned slowly asking people, watching YouTube videos, and I like to get a consensus of a lot of people. I have found Jay Snips to be very valuable. I'm on his Patreon. Litecoin Lisa is very valuable. Clint Westwood's very valuable. And then I listen to Cliff High, Bix Weir, and each of them may not like a project that somebody else likes, but when you start putting it all together, you kind of see a picture come together. And anyway, so, well, thanks for watching, and I will get another video out to you pretty soon once again. So please hit a like and subscribe. I always forget that. I got 588 subscribers. Awesome. Let's go to 750. I'm going to give out another $50 worth of probably Litecoin because the fees are low, but it could be something else too. So thanks for watching once again, and you have a good day and happy crypto. Goodbye.